What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in today's video, I'm up here in Northern California, taking a 30-minute break, and I figured I would do a video up here. I think it's absolutely gorgeous up here in Northern California. I'm headed to Oregon right now. Got a load out of Stockton, California, headed up to Oregon, and then I got a load out of Oregon, headed back east. But I thought of a video idea because I've been getting a lot of comments on previous videos that I've made about Crete Carrier and my experience here. And I made videos the first week I was there, the second week I was there, really throughout the first month I was there. And I like to do update videos on how it's going at the company. And the reason I do that is because I know there's a lot of people out there that are working for other companies, maybe looking for a different trucking company to work for. And I truly believe that Crete is a good company to work for. And I'm going to address some of the comments that I've gotten, some negative ones, and just some general questions that I've gotten about Crete. I'm going to talk about that in this video. So if you're new to the channel, though, I appreciate you for clicking on the video. I would appreciate it if you would like the video, sub to the channel, check out more of my other videos that'll pop up at the end of this one. And also follow me on Instagram. The link to that is in the description below. I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to make it very quick. So I've gotten comments like, after 6 months, your miles are going to go down. After the honeymoon phase with your company, the miles are going to go down. You're going to start sitting a lot, blah, blah, blah. I've gotten comments like that. I'm going to address that. I got a question about how the miles were from a guy that I know is not a hater, not a troll or whatever. Are the miles good at Crete? I'm going to address that. Because both of them are really the same thing, answering the same thing. I'm going to address the guy, though, first that made a comment saying that your miles will go down after the honeymoon phase. After you get with your permanent asset manager, your miles at Crete are going to go down. Well, is that true or is it not true? Well, the only way your miles are going to go down here, what I've noticed at least, is that if you're lazy, that's point blank period, your miles are not going to go down because they don't have the freight to move. I've noticed that. Now, if you're in that situation, maybe you need to change your asset manager or whatever, but my miles have not gone down since I started. I've been here for almost 4 months now, and my miles have not gone down at all. If you're willing to work, if you're willing to run your clock out, communicate with your dispatcher, your ETAs and your PTAs, letting them know when you're going to be ready for the next load after the one you're already on, you're going to be pre-planned on almost every load that you're already on. Like, in other words, if I'm on a load going from New Mexico to Stockton, California, like I just delivered, I had a pre-planned load 1,000 miles away from Stockton, California. And I already knew that I had a load picking up in the same area going up to Oregon. And just like today, from the time I'm making this video, I have a pre-planned load out of Oregon headed over to Ohio. And I'm 500 miles away from my delivery today. And I don't deliver till tomorrow from the time I'm making this video. So, but how do they know to give me that load to Ohio? Well, I tell them, hey, I'm going to be available at this time after I drop this load, okay? And now things could change. I mean, headed up to the Northwest or through the Northwest, there's bad weather. I mean, it's the time of year for snow and ice and all that. So that could delay me and prevent me from picking up that load or picking up that load in time. And they may have to put me on a different load if the weather gets bad. But that's a different scenario. As far as if everything goes right and I'm able to do what hopefully I want to do, which is deliver and pick up that load and head east, everything's going to work out. And I know for a fact that when I get close to my delivery in Ohio, if I end up taking that load, that they're going to pre-plan me on another load out of Ohio going somewhere else before I even get there to drop that load. So that's the way it works here. You are constantly moving if you want to be. Now, I'm OTR all 48 states, so that gives me more freight to move because I'm going to every area of the country. I'm not limited to a certain lane or a certain region of the country. Maybe you struggle to get freight if you're on a specific route or a certain region of the country, maybe. I don't know. But as far as all 48 OTR goes, I've had zero issues with constantly moving. I average between 2,800 and 3,500 miles a week, unless I'm going home. Those are the only weeks where, I may only get like 1,800 miles for the week on that paycheck, or 2,000 miles. But any week that I'm out where I'm running a full 7 days, I'm getting over 3,000 miles a week. I am. I don't know if it's, maybe I'm special. I don't know. I don't think that's what it is, because all the other Crete drivers I talk to say the exact same thing. They do. They've been here for 5 years, 10 years. They love it here. In my opinion, it's one of the best mega carriers out there. It's probably the best one that I've seen out there. I mean, it's right up there. It's in the top 5, just put it that way. But this is a great company if you're willing to work. It's a great company if you're willing to work. Most trucking companies are good if you're willing to work. This industry will pay you if you're willing to work. But if you're lazy, this isn't the right business for you, period. Because trucking is an individual sport. It is not a team sport, it's an individual sport. And you will find out a lot about yourself when you do this job, period. It doesn't matter if it's Crete or any other company out there. There's other great trucking companies, but I can only work for one, and I can only talk about the company that I am with as far as, who to work for, because I don't know. Unless I've worked for a company, I can't give you advice or talk about what it's like at some company I've never been to. And I feel like a lot of people who comment negative things about wherever I'm at have never even worked at the company I'm at. I really feel like that's happened, because a lot of times their comments don't make any sense. And a lot of times when you make a comment like, oh, your miles are going to drop after a month or 2 months or 3 months, maybe it's on you that's happening. I don't know. And if Crete slows down as far as freight goes, we have a problem in this country, because most of the freight they haul is essential freight. Most of it is necessity driven. Most of it's like groceries and like the main products that are essential for the survival of Americans. And if that starts to slow down, we're in a serious recession. We have a serious problem in this country, not just with Crete. But I know that, the economy is slowing down, no doubt about it, but I'm doing fine. I mean, as far as my miles go, they have not dropped one bit, okay? But to be clear, I'm OTR, all 48, so that gives me a wider area to run. It gives me the whole country to run in, and so they can send me anywhere. Maybe you're limited if you're doing a dedicated run or a regional run, like I said. But that goes for every company. Yeah, and the guy asked me, how many miles am I getting between, on the very low end, 2,500 to 3,500 on the high end. So that's my range, and on average over a 4-week span, I'm averaging 3,000 miles a week, no doubt about it. But you're gonna have to work to hit that. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So anyway, that's my message for the day. I hope everybody's having a great day. My 30-minute break is up, and God bless. Thank you for watching, and peace out.